Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Clutch Talk podcast /YouTube/ We Do It All. As always, I am your host, John. Very happy to be here. Junior, what's up? How you doing? I know you're over there in New York, and why?
In New York. No, what's going on, man? I'm excited to be here and participate on this chat. Hawks are an exciting team, so I wanted to be sure to be here and talk to Kai, you, Jay Hill, and just get this conversation going because it's going to be a good one for the Hawks.
It's gonna be a good one. My boy over there in the six, Jay Hill. What's up?
Yes, sir. Chilling. Excited to have my dog Kai on here to talk about the Hawks, up and coming team. So I'm excited to get into this.
Yes, sir. We got a good up and coming team, but we had to bring for a great team like the Hawks. We had to bring a great guest like Kai on, man. This is Kai's second time here on Clutch Talk. So you guys already know him, man. Do I really got to give him an introduction, man? we know who it is, man. We got Kai Cochran here with us. Kai, very happy to have you here with us today.
I appreciate you guys having me back, man. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate you guys.
Let's do this, y'all. So, Kai, word on the street is you're a big Hawks fan. That's why I got to rep the jersey for you.
Yes, sir.
And I see you. I see you repping that Trae Young jersey.
Yes, sir. It's ugly. I can't lie. These jerseys are ugly. The new ones are fresh. I was telling John before y'all hopped on. The new ones are fresh, but these ones, I don't got much to say.
I like the throwback ones where it's like a dash with a line going across. Yeah. Kind of looks like an upside down L. Dude, that one's clean.
So Kai, let's get into these Hawks, man. So the first question we ask all our fans when they hop on the pod here, and when we're doing these offseason interviews, we say, as a Hawks fan, are you content with the season and the way it went from the expectations you had at the beginning of the year to the way the year actually went down? Are you content as a Hawks fan?
I mean, I gotta say, of course. How could I say no? We went beyond what we could have imagined. Like fifth seed. If you just started regular season, I'd be like fifth seed is kind of what we expected. But to get to the conference finals and to be 2 games away from the finals and under circumstances too, with Trae being injured clearly and no DeAndre Hunter, arguably their best player. How can I not be satisfied with our 2020-21 season? Can't complain.
Okay. So Jay Hill, let me ask you, if I know you're not a Hawks fan, but did the Hawks exceed your expectations that you had from the beginning of the year?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they definitely just overachieved the season. And it's great to see, too, because I know they spent a lot of money and made a lot of acquisitions last offseason with the goal in mind of at least making the playoffs, which they did, and then to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that's just a dream season for that front office, and especially just seeing Trae Young just grow right before our eyes. I mean, I know when he was a rookie, Kai knows I always doubted this guy, was always on the Lucas side of things, but now I call it even, and seeing his growth this season was amazing. And yeah, the Hawks just overachieved this season, so yeah, great season, then trending upwards. So yeah.
Junior, did the Hawks exceed your expectations for this year?
Dude, so much. Kai, I gotta apologize to you, man, but I didn't even have him beating the Knicks. I was so wrong on them. I had him going to 7. I had him going to 7 with the Knicks, but fair, I didn't even have him beating the Knicks. So then they beat the Knicks. Great. They beat the Sixers, which Jay Hill was actually on that Hawks train early, but they beat the Sixers, and I was also shocked there. And then, man, like you said, 2 games away from the finals with an injured Trae Young. I mean, shoot, I was getting ready to see the Hawks in the final, and I would have been all team Hawks all day. But I mean, you guys honestly have a lot to be proud of because you guys had a hell of a season, and I mean, it was built, kind of like the Sun situation. It's mostly young players, so the players are really only getting better. So I think you guys now are going to probably set your expectations a lot higher because you see what this team is really capable of.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that for sure.
All right. So all of us didn't expect this, man. This came out of nowhere. So I'm gonna ask you a question, Kai. I want you to be honest with us here, okay? At the beginning of the year, did you even have them making the Eastern Conference Finals? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. I just want to know.
Like, well, I guess it depends. Like, honestly, once they beat the Knicks, I thought they were going to beat the Sixers. Part of me, it was like, they're my team too, so I'm just going to go for them. But I actually deep down thought that. But if you're asking me at the beginning of the season, I'd say first round, you know, if they played the Knicks, I think I would have been like, yeah, I think they can get by them. But after that, no.
Okay, well, I'm happy that you're honest with us here, Kai. So let's just talk about, you know, the most recent thing that we saw that we've been seeing for the Hawks. You know, the elephant in the room, which is John Collins. Kai, talk to us about the John Collins situation. Where do you stand on it? Is there a certain number you want to sign him at, or you sign him at anything? Or just talk to me about John Collins and how you're feeling with the free agency.
So like, I guess at the beginning of the season, I was kind of like, you know, we can let him go. And honestly, till the playoffs, I'd say I was kind of like, we can let him go because I feel like what he provides, we already have. And like, I didn't like, he's a great asset to have, you know, and an extra tool that we can use. But then once I got the playoffs, I started to realize, we need this guy. Like this guy, even though we do have a lot of what he provides, like shooting threes, I think he shot somewhere near 40%, which is insane. Good, solid defender too, and a great pick and roll mate with Trae Young. I just saw that we needed to sign him no matter what. There's no need to save up for this cap space. I know Atlanta's a sick city. There's no doubt about it, but it's not the top free agent spot. Like we haven't really landed these huge free agents really. And I think we might start because it's an appealing city, but as of right now, it's just not how it is, you know? And so I was, I started to realize really quick in the playoffs, like we need this guy and give him the max, give him whatever it takes. Just, we need to sign him, period. I understand we'll be pretty cap holded from that point on, but I think that's fine. You know, I'm pretty comfortable with this team going forward. Like the Knicks, I don't know what the hell they're doing. And then
no one does.
Yeah, these other teams, Chicago got better, but I just don't think they can match up with Atlanta. So I think we're looking pretty good right now. I think Milwaukee's our competition. We've already shown that, I'm talking Eastern Conference, obviously, biggest competition in the East, I'd say. I think we might be second.
Really? So you're taking the Hawks over anybody. I'm assuming the Nets are first.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about the Nets. What am I saying? The Nets. I hate the Nets with everything in my body. I hate all three of their stars. They're my least favorite players in the league, and they somehow lined up. And I'll admit, they're just worst combination. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's just cheating, you know?
I feel you, Kai. I feel you.
Yeah, like Harden gets like he comes to the court and dominates, you know? It's just like damn.
Mm-hmm.
Kai, let me ask you a question. You know, something you said right now when you were just talking about John Collins is you said prior to the playoffs, you were like, you know, let him walk. But then you realized how valuable he was to your team in the playoffs. And then you said something that I don't particularly agree with. So let's debate it. You know, let's debate it. Let's talk about it here with Jay Hill and Jr. You said give John Collins the max. I wouldn't give John Collins the max. He's not a max player to me. We're talking max, right?
But he can't get the full max. That's the thing. So it's not going to be as big as. But no, the thing is, you're right. I should clarify on that. I say because he's a restricted free agent. If these teams are tossing him the max, you have to match it. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Right. And I just you can't let him go. Is what I'm trying to say. I'd say.
Okay, so my question to you is this. I have a question here written down for you. Is do you think Collins staying makes Trae stay? Like if Collins will, I know Trae just recently signed that max rookie extension, but do you think that if Collins decides to walk, that when this current one that he signed is over, do you think that he thinks to go somewhere else, or do you think that, you know, if Trae staying no matter what? Sorry, that was a little tough question.
No. I see what you're saying. I think. I don't know. The thing is, like, Trae and Collins' relationship is rocky, and I think they've figured it out by now. But I don't think Trae is too loyal to Collins, you know. And I think I think once he's pretty much signed to like 6 years, 7 years now, Trey. So I think that's a long ways away. And if Collins is gone, right, I don't think that will impact Trey too much because he's just locked in for 7 years, really.
Okay. And Jay Halen Jr. is John Collins a max guy to you? No,
Not to me. No, I think that he's definitely like a solid player that it's probably going to get north of 100 million, but that's spread out over several years. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what his max is though, because not everybody's max is the same. Kind of like I was saying, like Chris Paul's max is like 44 million like per year. Like I don't think that John Collins can make quite that much yet. But no, I'd have to see what his max would be exactly for him, but I don't think it's max money. But it's what Kai said though. It's like the max that he gets offered as a restricted free agent. I do think the Hawks should match that until they can, I think become one of the top free agent destinations. Because until then, you kind of got to hang on to your star players. And I think behind Trae Young, John Collins is the next best player on that team.
Jay Hill, is Collins a max guy to you?
Well, I'm reading here that he just got offered 5 years, 125 million by the Hawks already. And I mean, if he's thinking that he's worth more than that, then he's crazy. I mean, I think if that's close to his max, like Junior was saying, I don't really know what his max is, but if he thinks he's worth more than that, then no, I don't. He's not close to the max then, because what he does bring, like I mentioned, that he brings a lot to the Hawks, but I think he is replaceable in the sense that they have a lot of young talent that could come and replace him. Obviously, we saw a lot from what Cam Reddish could do in that Bucks series when Trae went down, and they have a lot of, just like I said, young talent who can step in and contribute in ways that Collins can't. So if he's thinking he can come out here and get more than 5 years, 125 mil, then bro, he get out, because he's not worth that. Like the Hawks should save their money and just develop the young pieces and young talent they got.
Agreed. So I have a question for all you guys, man, and feel free to Kai. As a matter of fact, I want you to lead it off here. You're the Hawks fan here. So Kai, is Trae Young and John Collins enough? And you can give them 7 years, 4 years, however much time together. Are they enough to take you guys to the promised land?
No, but I personally don't think John Collins is the second best player. I think DeAndre Hunter is my dark horse second best player. Yeah, just when I see him play, like obviously he's been injured. He's just so important. He can create his own shot, something John Collins can't do that well. In the post, he's okay at it. And it's just his defense intensity. He's essential, and he's just such a rare piece to get. There's not many players like him who can just lock down like that. And then honestly, there was a point where I put Clint Capella over John Collins too. I just don't think, because you just see how eventually these big men like Rudy and them tend to get played out of playoff series just with the new way of basketball. But Clint is a Capella level defender, a Rudy Gobert level defender, I think. And just the impact you see some of these guys, like a normal defender, let's say Zubac is at the rim, they might go at him. Capella, you're turning right around, you don't want no part of that, So I think Capella is also one of those guys where I might debate he might be better than Collins too, but I do see it stops there. And then he'd be the fourth best player. So to answer your question, I don't think Trae and Collins on their own are enough, but I think that everything together is quite enough, I'd say.
Okay, and you guys would agree, Jay Hill and Jr.
Yeah, I do. I don't think John Collins will be enough, but I think Trae Young with a better, I guess co-star. Like what I'm saying is Trae Young as an individual is enough with a better supporting player. I think that it's not like, oh, it's not John Collins and Trae Young because of Trae Young. It's because of John Collins. If that makes sense. I know that sounded super confusing. It was a little more clear in my head.
No, I feel you. I feel you. So, Kai, I mean, as we know here that for the Hawks, the most important thing is re-signing John Collins at the right price. But besides that, what's the next most important thing that the Hawks need to focus on coming into this offseason?
Definitely developing their relatively young guys. You know, we got Okongwu. He just got injured. So that's tough. It is what it is, you know. And then we got Dre Hunter, who's still young. You know, I think I want to say 22, 23, maybe. He's an essential piece going forward, definitely. Even Collins has room to improve. Trey, you know, always he can get better on defense. My goal, it's unrealistic, but I hope he can be a Steph Curry level defender. Steph isn't the best, but I truly think he holds it down, and he does a really good job sometimes, to be honest. He's very underrated. And then we got Cam Reddish and Herter. Those are our guys that just need to step it up. I think they both, the two with them, Cam Reddish and Herter, they just need to work on consistency. I think that's their biggest thing.
Okay. So let me get into this fun question I like to ask all the fans that come on for an interview is unrealistic and realistic. So Kai, if you can give us two players here, one that is unrealistic and one that is realistic, a partner for Trae Young, who you would like to see. And for this unrealistic one, you could tell me LeBron, you could tell me whoever you want, but whoever you think would lead the Hawks to a championship. Give me an unrealistic and a realistic.
So like you're talking, so realistic, someone they can add?
Yeah, like someone they could add. Yeah,
it's just tough because they're pretty cap holded. But let me think here. A nice little supplementary piece. Let's go with unrealistic first. As much as I hate him, I despise him. He's my least favorite player, probably of all time. Kevin Durant. I'd say I'd like that fit. And AD also. I'd like those two. Those would be my go-to unrealistic. And then my someone I want to pick up. You
don't even have to think about cap and stuff like that. You can just think about like fit as a basketball court.
Just a fit? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think it would be cool for D Book or something, you know?
Oh, okay, okay.
How do the Hawks make that work, though? Like, how would you make that realistic?
No, that's what I mean. It wouldn't be well, like because they're just cap holded. Period. I'd say at this point, because they're gonna. I do think they're gonna sign John Collins. One that I wanted, Jaylen Brown, when he was a free agent a couple of years ago. He's from the A2. I thought that would have been a really, really nice fit, and they should have gone for them because they had a bunch of cap space, but it didn't work out. But I think that's my more realistic one. I'd say Jaylen Brown.
Okay, Jay Hill and Jr. You guys want to give an unrealistic and a realistic partner for Trae Young?
I gotta think.
Unrealistic, but semi-realistic would be Kawhi. I think that'd be a great fit. I mean, he's a great defender, especially you pair him with Trae. I think he could do numbers out there in ATL, possibly bring him a title. Like you add Kawhi to that team, I think they're at least making it to the finals in the East, just with their current roster. But you're definitely going to give up some young guys. And then a more kind of realistic would be, I guess kind of unrealistic now because Miami's all in, but kind of Jimmy Butler, I think would be a great fit there as well. Just like I said, I'm thinking of defenders, like good wing defenders who would come in there and take pressure off Trae defensively, and obviously you can get their own offensively at the same time and, you know, elevate them to that championship contender. I mean, this year they were in the East Finals, but I never really had them as a championship contender, legitimate championship contender. So those are just players who come to mind. But Junior, what you got?
Oh, it's funny you said Jimmy Butler because that was going to be my semi-realistic one. I think he'd be a great compliment because he does bring that defense. If we would have done this interview a couple of days ago, I probably even would have said DeMar DeRozan would have been a pretty good fit too because he could get his own and he does when you play with Trae Young, you don't have to be the primary shooter because he's not a lights out 3-point shooter, but he's a good mid-range game. He's a good driving game. So DeMar DeRozan probably would have been a cool fit too, but not as much of a defender as Jimmy Buckets, obviously. And then unrealistic. I mean, shoot, that could really be any star. I mean, probably not a point guard because point guard position is pretty well covered in Atlanta. But I'd say maybe somebody like Kai said, like Anthony Davis and Trae Young. That'd be a dangerous combination. I think any big that it can also get his own. So you think AD. I mean, KD is not really I mean, he's big physically, right? But he doesn't play like power forward. He can, but it's not his primary position. So I'm thinking like an Anthony Davis would be a great fit with Trae Young, but that's more the unrealistic side. So yeah, that's kind of the two I got.
Jay Hill, you got another realistic for us here?
Yeah, another realistic one is, and a lot of contenders are after him, is Buddy Hield. I think if you bring him in. Yeah. He's a great defender. Obviously, he can shoot it. I think he'd be kind of a better option than Herter at this point, just from an offensive standpoint and defensively too. Obviously, you have Bogdanovich and DeAndre Hunter, but we don't really know what Hunter's health is at this point. But I mean, you bring in Buddy Hield instead of Herter, and I think you have your starting two there, and he's a great defender to pair with Trae. So.
Definitely, man. Realistically, all Trae Young needs in my eyes is a versatile pick and roll big who can set him high pick and rolls and be able to either fade out to a little midi or be able to roll to the hoop and looking for that lob, which is why it's so crazy that John Collins actually matches exactly that. But let's see if the Hawks really believe in him and give him, like how Jay Hill said, that $125 million contract. Kai, I have a question here for you. It's a player that nobody seems to want anymore. I think could be very useful on your team. I know you guys are cap holder right now, so it's tough to make this to make this happen. But how would you feel about a Ben Simmons on your team? The reason why I bring that up to you is only because when I see that Trae Young situation in Atlanta, I think very similar to that Warriors situation where many times that Stephen Curry cannot guard the other guard, Klay Thompson comes and bails him out and saves him, hides him. And we know that Trae Young is, not as good as a defender as Stephen Curry. He's a real defensive liability. Having a player like Ben Simmons to guard 1 through 5, he can guard your guards and guard your big man. Would you like that? Would that bring more comfort to the Hawks' defense? Because that is an area you guys definitely lack in.
Yeah, I'd say just depending on who we'd have to give up. I mean, if he's coming for free, for sure. He's like, people are pretty tough on him, and he's not as bad as people say, obviously. But like, there's still some huge problems with him. There's no doubt about that. If he's coming for free, for sure, but there's not many people I'd give up for him, to be honest. I'd give up Cam Reddish. I'd give up Kevin Herter and maybe Capella. I don't even think so. Maybe.
Wow. Because
Capella, I'd give up. I'll give up Capella.
Because Ben Junior said this many times. I mean, like, I know the hype right now is like, oh, Ben Simmons is trash. Ben Simmons is trash. But like, realistically, if you're going downhill or you're playing defense, he's a great player. He's an absolute great player, man. So
he could fit into, I think with Hawks, he could fit into more of a Draymond Green role, as they play him with Warriors, he's just there to defend and pass, really. That's Draymond's role with the Warriors, and that's what I think he could fit in well. And I think that would be the most realistic thing for him. So I do think he'd be a good fit. It's just about who we're giving up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the hot thing in town right now is Ben Simmons is trash, but he's a trash shooter. Mm-hmm. He's a great player. Like it's just the bad thing is that shooting is so paramount to today's game. But man, like Ben Simmons can guard anybody. He's got incredible court vision. Like I think it's a great addition to any team. But you do make a good point. Who are you willing to give up for that? Because then when it's minute left in the game, they're always going to be targeting Ben Simmons. That's the difficult part.
Exactly.
Kai, so as as we start to wrap up here, I want you to think of a word or a phrase. Yeah, here, let's do it like this. Give me a word or a phrase that can symbolize this last year that we just saw in the Hawks. You know, you said that you're blown out of the water. Your expectations, right? Give me one word or phrase for that, and then give me one word or phrase for how you feel about the next upcoming year, the 2021-2022 season.
That's easy. I gotta say excitement. The lobs to John Collins, the threes from Trey. It's just easy for me. Excitement. This is such an exciting team. It's something that Atlanta never has really had. I guess Neek was dope, but it was just him. We've had solo individual players, Joe Johnson, but you know, like our one of our best teams was that 15, I believe, 15 team, 2015 team, and they they were great, but let's not act like they were exciting. You know, Paul Millsap is not exciting. Al Horford, not exciting. Jeff Teague, I love him, not exciting. You know, but this team brought excitement back to the A. Now, I love Jeff Teague, one of my all-time favorites, but I got to say, exactly, I love that. But I got to say, excitement is Trey to John Collins lobs is just something so different and so amazing to watch. That one off the backboard, in the half court, I think it was. That was
middle of the lane. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And crazy.
Nuts, yeah.
Man. Okay, I want to ask you a question before we finish off. So this is more of a hypothetical here, but I want you to, knowing what you know now and seeing what you see now, August 2021, take yourself back to the Trae Young, Luka Doncic draft, and specifically the trade. Knowing everything now, would you have preferred to keep Luka Doncic, or are you happy with the way? I mean, maybe you still are happy, but I'm saying, who would you prefer to have, Luka Doncic or Trae Young? And be as unbiased as possible.
Oh, that's impossible. I love that question, though. I love that question. I can't be unbiased. Straight up, like it's just so it's tough. I'm taking Trae all day, but I will say that I watched Trae in college every single game, and I didn't even know. Obviously, I didn't know he was getting drafted to the Hawks. I just loved how he played, and I was just such a fan coming into the draft. And I will honestly say, I wanted the Hawks to take Luka. Like, it was just so obvious. This guy's a superstar. Like, he's dominating pros. It was just so obvious. But I'm still, like, to this day, I'm saying I'm taking Trae. Like, I'm taking Trae in that draft. I just got to go with my guy, you know?
Yeah. No. Like there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. No, I mean, look, Trae got to the conference finals. Lucas still hasn't done that. You know, so I mean, obviously, it's different teams, different conferences, different everything. But there's no wrong answer. I think that they're both very successful, very accomplished guys, and maybe it'll be easier to make this decision when they're both done with their careers and you can compare, you know, apples to apples. But right now, you know, there's no wrong answer. So I just kind of just wanted to see where you stand with that. Obviously, you know, being a Hawks fan, you have a tendency to lean towards Trae, but you bring up some good points. So.
Yes, sir. No, that was a great question for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, Kai. So obviously during the season, the Hawks started out with Lloyd Pierce as their head coach, and then during the season we saw that he was fired, and Nate McMillan, you know, took over as the head coach. What do you think that was the reason? I mean, I thought Lloyd Pierce, you know, he really built that team, and then Nate McMillan, you know, took over. What did Lloyd Pierce do wrong, and then what did Nate McMillan bring that, you know, brought them to the Eastern Conference Finals? What was the change there that happened? Because it was most of the same team. Obviously, Bogdanovich got healthy when Nate McMillan took over, ironically. But kind of speak on that and what you felt during that transition.
I know exactly what. So I would say I was a big Lloyd Pierce fan. I just don't like when teams do this. They hire a guy, they give him a crap team, and they're like, don't worry, the team's garbage. We don't expect much. And then the third year comes around and they fire him. And it's like, obviously there was more expectation on Atlanta this year. But the thing is, they had a terrible team until Lloyd Pierce got fired. Everyone came back. Literally, like a day later, Bogdanovich came back. Gallinari came back. I think Collins was injured. Capella was injured. All these guys were injured. So let's not act like it was all Lloyd Pierce's fault. I thought it was a bit brash. And I thought Nate McMillan, he did a great job. I still think their offense was relatively similar. I think Nate McMillan tweaked it up a bit. He seems to run these like 6 plays over and over again, which is sick. Actually, I kind of like that model. But I got to say, I think the biggest thing was that Trey just didn't like Lloyd Pierce. I think that's the thing that I take the most from this. It was very clear, clearly, Lloyd Pierce didn't like him either. He left him off the Olympic team. That is nuts. They have JaVale McGee on that team, and Trey Young they said, no, I'm good. It has to be because of Lloyd Pierce. And I think the tension was just too much, and it was time for a culture change.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh man, and you, Kai, you're more of a Lloyd Pierce guy, or more of a Nate McMillan guy?
How can I be not a Nate McMillan guy at this point? I think Lloyd Pierce might have been wilding. It's just pretty petty that he left Trey off after this Trey thing with the Team USA. I was like, okay, it might have been Lloyd's fault. I'll admit. That's just nonsense.
So, Kai, we've made it to the end of the episode. This is where us over here at Clutch Talk, we do something real special, Kai. We do a nice special ending segment here called Guess the Player. And we're so happy to have you on our segment called Guess the Player, Kai. Kai, this is how it works here. I will be listing off today. I usually do 3, but today I'll be doing 5 NBA players today. I'll be listing off 5 NBA players, listing off their accomplishments, what jersey number they wore. I will just give you hints, and you have to guess it. You have to guess.
This is gonna be tough, bro.
you have 2 guesses, but you're playing against Junior and Jay Hill too, so they're playing too. You have 2 guesses, okay? You can blurt them out as fast as you want, but you only have 2. Use them wisely.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. So,
let's go.
We want to welcome you into our closing segment called Guess the Player. So let's do this, y'all. All right. First player. He is a 9-time All-Star. He's a 2-time slam dunk champion. He won the NBA scoring title 1 time. He's most famously known for his jersey number 21.
Dominique Wilkins.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't know you guys could hop in. Damn.
Wow.
I knew it. Yo, my bad.
You just say it. You just say it.
Oh,
you just say it out.
Okay, straight.
Hey, that should be a practice one. Practice.
Okay.
No,
I
do that too.
Yeah, practice one. Practice
My bad,
one. Hey, he didn't know. He didn't know.
But John said it.
No, that's fair.
John,
that was my fault. What am I thinking? No, that was completely
John
my
said
fault.
it.
He didn't
John
say
said
it. He didn't know it.
Yeah, John said you're playing against Junior and Jay Hill.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean,
good.
nah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
No, to be honest, I knew that. I was like, how?
Hey,
Nah.
Junior's like, fuck
hey,
that.
per the rules.
No, he got that. He got that. That
go.
was my bad. I was just waiting for you to finish.
Oh no, you don't have to wait for me to finish.
As soon as you know,
okay.
shout
As
it
soon
out.
as you know, you can shout it out. Okay.
All right, what's the second one?
All right. Here we go. Next player. He's most famously known for wearing number 17 and 21. He's a 2-time NBA champion. He's a 1-time All-Star. Injuries derailed this guy's career. This guy was drafted by the Lakers.
Andrew Bynum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one, Jay.
That was a good
Hey,
one.
that
was
hold
a good one, bro.
Hey, that was a
I
practice
would've
one.
got that one.
Oh, I didn't know
one.
he was an all-star though. Hey, that was a guess.
Oh,
That was a guess.
Yo, that was a tough
I knew
one.
he was
Jeez,
crazy injuries though. He was nice. Hey, he was nice.
Yeah.
Dude,
Junior knows.
he was 17 years old, rocking with pros. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
he would have had a
he-
crazy career if he
Yeah.
stayed healthy. No, he was
Okay.
nice.
All right. So we got ones each, right? Ones each. Okay.
You only missed 2 questions.
Okay.
It's 2. Yeah, one. What Junior and I got one.
Yeah.
Okay. You two.
I got a
all right.
Phantom one.
All right, come on, Kai.
That was
All right.
bad. I swear to God, I knew that one. That one was like I was just waiting for the end, but no, you deserve that one. You deserve that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Next player we have here. He's a 2-time NBA MVP. He's an 8-time All-Star.
Curry,
What was that?
Steph Curry.
No.
I just
No, that's okay. You got one
Yeah.
guess. All right. He's been on the NBA first team 3 times.
All right, hold on.
Giannis.
That's not Giannis, and I can't hold
Okay.
on.
No,
Yeah.
I just wanted you to
Okay.
re-say them, but that's okay then.
All right. Wait, no, you want me to go? Oh, you want me to go back? Oh, okay, I'll go back.
Whoa. You're right.
We did
When
last
is
time.
when do we go back?
I'll
When
go
has
back at
that
the
been-
end.
The
I'll go
Kobe
back
one.
at
Yeah,
at-
when
at
has
the-
that been a thing?
I'll go back at the end of these accolades. Okay.
Okay, all right, keep going then.
He's 4 different times. He's been in the 50, 40, 90 club.
Steve Nash.
Yes.
Oh,
I was about to say KD.
Ooh. KD
He's
would
only
have been a
one-time
good one.
MVP. He's a one-time MVP.
All right. You guys ready for the next player?
Yeah.
Yes,
Here we
sir.
go. Hey, Kai. Catch
I'm
up,
lacking.
Kai.
I'm
Catch up,
lacking,
Kai.
man. I'm lacking. These are tough. These are tough.
All right. Next player. You can only be a one time, but he won Rookie of the Year once. I can't tell you the year. He's a one-time NBA MVP, surprisingly. He's a 2-time NBA champion.
Dirk Nowitzki.
No.
I didn't know if he won Rookie of the Year, but I know he has an MVP, and he's a 2-time champ. All right. No, he's a one-time champ.
He's a
Sorry.
one-time, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a 2-time Finals MVP.
KD?
Yes. Okay, Kai.
Okay.
Okay.
My least favorite player. You gotta know the players you hate the most.
That was solid.
You guys, this is kind of crazy because this might be. Oh, Junior, oh no,
I
Kai.
have 2.
Junior's 2. Okay, I was about to say this is gonna be a 3-way tie, but we still have one more player here. Okay, one more player. You guys be quick on this one.
Mm-hmm.
He's a one-time NBA MVP. He's a 3-time All-Star. Chi-Town legend.
Derrick Rose.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Okay.
You
That
said
was
Chi-Town
it.
legend. It's over.
I can't believe he went only 3 times to the All-Star
Yeah,
game.
that's
You got
the one I
6?
wasn't too sure about.
You got 6, Jay?
What was
John?
that?
You got 6 players? Like you got another one?
I'll get another one right now. I gotta get another.
Yeah.
We gotta break this
Yeah.
tiebreaker. We gotta break this tiebreaker. All right, Kai. So for the first time ever, you have sent the guest the player into elimination round into a tiebreaker. So here's Kai debuting the Clutch Talk guest the player tiebreaker. Let's do this, guys. We have 2 more players. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right, first player.
Wait, before you start,
What's up?
if me or Kai gets it, is it over?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That's a good question.
If not, he's gonna keep tying.
If you or Kai gets it, it's over.
Okay.
Whoever gets it.
Okay.
If Jay Hill gets this one, then the
Gotta get
next one is for all
Okay.
the marbles.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's do this. He is a one-time NBA all-defensive second team.
Damn. This is gonna be difficult.
He is a 2-time all-NBA third team. He's a 2-time all-star. He's a 5-time NBA champion.
Robert Ory?
Robert Ory? No. What'd you say, Kai?
Kobe?
No, not Kobe.
No.
Kobe's a great defender. Come on.
Okay, wait. I got some more. I got some more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Draymond?
Now-
No, it's not.
No. Now you all have one guess.
Oh, why did I say that? That was a terrible guess.
this one's
Come on.
Never.
Why did I say Robert Ory? He was like a 7-time champion. I don't know why I said Robert Ory.
Hey,
I
all
love
I'm
that.
gonna say is be quick.
All right.
Quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Champion.
He's a 7-time all NBA defense first team. He's a 7-time NBA rebounding champion.
Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
Oh,
let's go.
That's huge, J Hill. That's
Holy
literally
bro.
huge.
Honestly,
J
I
Hill.
wasn't even on that. Like,
Hey, that was good. That was a good job.
That was a
J-Hill.
good
That was a
one.
good job.
That was
a real good
huge,
job.
J Hill.
Hey,
That was huge.
J-Hill gets some difficult ones. That was real good.
yeah,
Let's go,
J-Hill
John.
only gets the
Let's
tough
go,
ones.
John.
J Hill's
Big
like, all
one.
right, I'm gonna leave the star players up to everyone else. I'm just gonna get the one that no one's ever gonna get.
The sneaky one.
All right, guys. All right, you ready for this next
All
one? Hey,
right.
this
Yeah.
one is for all the marbles. Okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
let's do this. All right, we got a couple of accolades here, so give me some time.
You ready?
Okay, he's
Okay.
one-time rookie of the year because you can only be a rookie of the year one time. He is a 7-time All-NBA defense second team. He's an 8-time All-NBA defense first team. Okay. He's a 3-time All-NBA second team. He's a 10-time All-NBA first team.
KG?
No. He's a 15-time All-Star.
Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna think that. Oh, that was
Let's
Oh,
go.
that's
Yeah.
a big one.
Yeesh.
Hey,
Wow.
clutch talk out.
That was
Wow.
nice. That was fun, bro. That was fun.
Wow.
Woo! You know what? It was the 15th time. And I was like, bro, it's gonna have to be someone legendary. And then you saw some all defensive accolades. I'm like, it's got to be Tim Duncan. But that was a good guess with Kevin Garnett. I probably would have guessed him too.
God damn. Yo, that was fun.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Man,
KG.
that was cool. That was cool.
TD.
I got to do a little Giannis did.
Okay, Jenner. Well,
Nah, I'm kidding.
congratulations, Jenner. You won to guess the player this week.
Thank you.
GG.
So, man, that just about wraps it up here for us. Kai, man, all of us here want to say thank you very much, Kai. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, for you giving us your time, man. You come in and talk to us here about some Hawks here and some offseason moves you think they should make. You know, we talked about some of the coaching. We talked about John Collins, talked about Trae Young, and you know we did this great guest of player segment. So thank you very much, Kai, for coming on here and blessing us with your time, man, your presence.
I appreciate y'all, man. I had a great time like usual, and I'd love to come back anytime. You guys just hit me up, let me know. Love the pod, love the content.
Yes, sir,
Awesome,
man. So
thank you.
Kai, do you have any last words to say for the fans?
Just go Hawks, man. Just go Hawks,
Go Hawks. Jay Hill, you got any last words you want to say for the fans or for the Hawks fans?
Yeah, I appreciate Kai obviously coming on, my guy. And the Hawks are a nice team. I'm expecting big things this year, coming up this next season. So yeah, let's see what they do. See what Trey's got up next.
Junior, you got any last words for the
Yes,
Hawks
sir.
fans?
Nah, just I think Hawks fans should all be excited for this upcoming season. It'll be cool. Thank you, Kai, for coming on. It was a lot of fun talking to you, and I appreciate all the love you showed to Lakers legend DeAndre Hunter. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I just appreciate you coming on. Talking about the Hawks was a lot of fun, and man, like best of luck to y'all this season.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all, man.
So as always, you guys don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and go follow Kai on Instagram, man. I'm going to go ahead and put Kai's Instagram right there, right in his little bubble, man. So make sure to go give him a follow. Kai, you're not on Twitter, right?
No, I'm not on Twitter.
Okay. So make sure you guys, go ahead and give Kai a follow on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and put Jay Hill's Instagram right there, right in his little bubble, and go ahead and put Clutch Talk's Instagram right here in my little bubble, and just go ahead and give us a follow on there, man. We're on TikTok, we're on Twitter. Come debate with us, man. We love debating. We just always just talking some basketball on there. So if that's it, man, if you guys have no more words, then we can close out this interview and look forward to this Hawks season next year. You guys cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. So thank you guys very much, and we out of here, y'all. Clutch Talk out.
Peace.
Take care, y'all.